Okay, so this is just a review of the basic fractions facts, because you always should start with the basics if you're having problems with any of math. Anything, really, if you start with the basics, that's the way to go. Just a refresher on the math speak, we know we have the top part and the bottom part of the fraction. In math speak, you should know what it is in the math terminology, because if you're taking a math test, doing the keystones, reading a math book, looking up something online, it's good to know that the top part of the fraction is called the numerator and the bottom part of the fraction is called the denominator. Now, this is really basic, and you know that you've seen all of this before. But if we're talking about what a fraction means, let's say we have this circle, and we know that it's broken into 4 pieces. And let's say that I decide I want to shade in 3 of those 4 pieces. Now, how I represent that with numbers is that I use 3 to tell me how many pieces are shaded. And then I use the 4 to tell me how many pieces I had altogether. Basic. So if I had 1/2, you would know that you have 1 piece shaded out of 2. That's what you're looking to use. And then the last thing of the basic math facts dealing with fractions that you should really remember is when we are dividing by 0. Sometimes you'll see it this way, division by 0, or this way with 4/0. Now, if you ever try to divide by 0 in your calculator, you're going to find out, I'm sure you already have, that you get an error message. If you ask a mathematician if you can divide by 0, they say, no, you can never divide by 0. What I always tell my students is that the world explodes if you divide by 0. You totally get rid of everything and everyone. Now, the reason for that is if you remember that the top number of a fraction is how many pieces are shaded, and the bottom number is how many of those pieces you have. With this, how the heck am I supposed to shade in 4 pieces if I don't have any to begin with? This is why I say the universe explodes. In math speak, you'll see that that is called an undefined value. You can never divide by 0. So that is just your basic review of the basic fractions facts. If you need to, go back to the beginning and watch the video again.